Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I have an easy chicken dinner recipe for you. This video is sponsored by Maple from Canada, and today I want to show you how to make the most delicious maple Dijon glazed chicken sheet pan dinner with sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and smoky bacon bits. You guys are going to love how that smoky bacon combines with the maple syrup. It is heavenly. 100% pure maple from Canada's flavor is unmatched. This natural sweetener adds both depth and complexity to any dish, and it's especially great for this chicken dinner recipe. Let's get things started. I'm going to start with the maple Dijon glaze. I'm going to use that for both the chicken and the veggies. And I'm going to measure out half a cup of pure maple syrup from Canada. With its unique flavor and mouth-watering aroma, maple syrup is great for both sweet and savory dishes. And unlike mass-produced maple syrups that have a slurry of artificial flavors, colors, corn syrups, you name it, pure maple syrup has just one ingredient, 100% maple. You guys are going to love the flavor of it here. Next up, we are going to add in a third cup of olive oil. We're going to combine that together with the maple syrup. And next, I'm going to add in a third cup of Dijon mustard. Drop that in. We'll need 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and about 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme leaves. These are going to add so much great flavor. Add some freshly ground black pepper to the mix. And then I'm going to grab a whisk and mix this all together until I have a uniform mixture. This maple Dijon glaze is so quick and easy to put together, and it smells incredible. And now let's talk about the chicken. So today I'm using 2.5 pounds of bone-in, skin-on chicken. We have some chicken drumsticks and some chicken thigh. You could also use this recipe with chicken breast. I arranged the chicken in a little casserole pan. This way it'll be super easy to place it back into the refrigerator. I'm going to pour over just half of my prepared glaze. We're going to use the other half for the veggies. Pour that over. And then I'll grab some tongs and turn the chicken until it's well coated in this glaze all over. And I'm going to place this chicken back into the refrigerator and let it marinate in this incredible glaze. Meanwhile, I'm going to preheat my oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to get started with my sweet potatoes and the Brussels sprouts. And I'll be using 3 medium-sized sweet potatoes for this recipe. I'm going to peel the potatoes first, and then we'll chop them into bite-sized pieces. And I'll place my chopped sweet potatoes into a large mixing bowl. And now for my Brussels sprouts. I purchased 2 pounds of these at my grocery store, and then I used a paring knife to clean away all those exterior leaves so that I'm left with just nice and clean, firm bundles of Brussels sprouts. I'm going to grab my knife and then cut these in half. And if you have a super big Brussels sprout like this one, you could cut it into quarters. And I'll add the Brussels sprouts to the sweet potatoes. Next, I'm going to thinly slice 3 shallots. You can also use a red onion or even a regular yellow onion for this recipe. Add those in. And now for our last ingredient, the bacon. I have 6 slices of smoked bacon that I diced into centimeter-sized pieces. This is going to taste so incredible with the pure maple syrup. It kind of caramelizes in the oven as it bakes, and it is so incredibly delicious. You guys are going to love the flavor. So let's add the bacon into the bowl along with the Brussels sprouts and the sweet potatoes. And I'll grab the remainder of my maple Dijon glaze and pour that over the veggies. This is going to be so delicious. I probably should have used a bigger bowl for this, but this bowl will work just fine. I'm gonna grab my spatula, kind of toss everything together, and we could toss it some more on the baking sheet as well. I've lined a large baking sheet with parchment paper. You could also use a silicone mat. I'm going to transfer this mixture right in. I love the aroma of that maple syrup combined with the smoky flavors of the bacon and that smoked paprika. So aromatic. And I'll kind of spread this mixture evenly, make sure everything is nicely distributed. You have little bits of bacon pieces everywhere. And now it's time to add our chicken. So I just grab this out of the refrigerator. I'm going to place the chicken directly on top of the sweet potatoes and the Brussels sprouts. And then as the sheet pan dinner roasts in the oven, those chicken juices are gonna flow down and they're going to season the potatoes, the Brussels sprouts. You guys are going to love the flavors here. Just drop it right on top, and you want the skin side up so it gets nice and crispy in the oven. And I'm going to grab the remaining marinade that's kind of left in the pan, grab a pastry brush and brush it over the top of the chicken. It's going to add so much great flavor. I'm going to sprinkle some more fresh thyme over the chicken, and then it's going into the oven. It's going to bake at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 35 to 40 minutes, or until the internal temperature of the largest piece of chicken reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. The skin should be really nice and golden crispy, but if you want it even crispier, you could turn on the oven broiler, broil it on high for a couple of minutes so it gets like super crispy. I just took this chicken out of the oven and it smells so incredibly delicious. Is this not the most delicious looking piece of chicken? Check out that crispy skin with the maple Dijon glaze. This is going to be so delicious. I'm gonna plate this up with some of them Brussels sprouts and the sweet potatoes. Scoop up some of the sweet potatoes, the Brussels sprouts. Make sure you're getting some of those bacon bits in there as well. We'll add our incredible chicken on top, and this is ready to be enjoyed. And that's it for my maple Dijon chicken with sweet potatoes. This sheet pan dinner turned out amazing. I can't wait to dig in and enjoy. A huge thank you to Maple from Canada for sponsoring this dinner recipe. I absolutely love to use maple syrup in my baking and cooking. It adds so much incredible flavor. You guys are going to love it combined with the chicken and then the smoky bacon bits. It tastes incredible. Now time to dig in and enjoy. The skin is so crispy and golden. I am loving the texture here. Chicken super juicy. All right, let's go in for a bite of this chicken. This looks good. This chicken is so incredibly juicy, and I love those flavors. That maple Dijon spread is so delicious with the chicken. You get that rich, sweet flavor from the maple syrup, and it combines so well with a little bit of that smoked paprika and the smoky bacon. I'm gonna grab some sweet potato to go with it this time. Oh, this looks incredible. If you're looking for a new quick and easy chicken recipe to try this season, this is it. I love how everything comes together. The maple syrup coats the sweet potatoes and the Brussels sprouts. You get little bits of caramelized bacon pieces in there. Amazing. For the full recipe, don't forget to head on down the video description box. I'm going to have a link down there that'll take you over to my website so you can find all the ingredients, the instructions, and you can learn more about Maple from Canada. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time with a new recipe.